The most destructive belief a person can have is that we're all doomed. And I have met so many people who are guilty of this. And for what it's worth, I was there too, so I get it. But so many people are convinced that the future is going to be some technocratic, dystopian, transhumanist nightmare. And you cannot convince them otherwise. They are sure of it. There are things to be concerned about. There are some disturbing agendas. There are people in power that, probably don't have your best interest at heart. I'm a father of 3 small children. Trust me, I'm paying attention. There is blatant corruption in the world. There is obvious abuse of power. But when has this not been the case? History shows us conquest, carnage, war, slavery, famine, genocide, to name a few. Throughout millennia, there have been awful events, terrible conditions, and really bad people. And yet, here we are. Humanity still persisting, somehow. No time period seems free of injustice, inequality, and just outright tyranny. And look, I get it. I know that at this point, all of history is up for debate. It's written by the winners. Take everything with a grain of salt. I get it, but I stand by what I'm saying. My hypothesis is this. Darkness exists. To live is to experience evil. Everything is an opportunity for you to grow, and growth equals freedom. And as far as I can tell, there's a percentage of every generation in any time period who believes with unwavering faith that all is lost. Some people have this so bad, they think we should stop reproducing altogether. That's not just now. This is like any time period. We shouldn't have kids anymore. The world sucks. Humanity has screwed it up. We shouldn't even be here anymore, so let's just opt out. So I've worked with a lot of people personally, closely, and I've noticed that their awareness of how bad things are is keeping them from doing things not only that they love to do, but things that they could do. So people who love to write, they're not writing anymore. People who play music, they're not playing music anymore. People who really could add something positive to humanity have decided not to because they're too depressed about how bad the world is. And therein lies the problem. Be careful how you interpret the world. It really is like that. Life is as good or bad as you perceive it to be, depending on the lens in which you look at it through. Am I sounding a bit glass half full? Yes, yes, I am. This experience that's happening right now is the moment. It's all there is, the eternal now. And everything is happening right now. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between, all happening right now. The worst thing a person can do, he's doing or she's doing somewhere in the world right now. On the flip side of that, the most genuine acts of compassion and love and generosity, those are happening right now too. It's all always happening. Birth, death, laughter, sex, tears, happiness, despair, tragedy, joy. It's all happening right now, all the time, for eternity. Some people, a lot of people, are overwhelmed by their awareness of bad things to the point where they are stuck in life. They can't make any moves in any direction because they know too much. They see beyond the veil. They see all the disturbing trends and agendas and all the ways in which humanity can fail, all the ways in which we are being controlled and manipulated and owned, and they can't make any forward momentum in their own lives. And then what happens? They check out. They give up on other people, mainly on themselves. Their own personal growth stalls, and their potential of who they could be and what they could do is permanently put on pause. They're just angry and depressed and lonely. And when you're attuned to that frequency, always seeing the bad, always seeing the negative, it has unhealthy effects on your life and in the lives of others. One of my favorite quotes is from Benjamin Franklin. He said, "Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. And I have known a lot of people like that. And again, myself included. I mean, I used to be this guy, which is why this topic is so important to me. I, at 25, hated the world. I thought we've all been lied to about everything, and the whole world needs to wake up and see what I see, because I'm seeing nothing but evil. And I'm seeing this going south fast. I lost momentum in my life. I stopped pursuing anything worthwhile. I stopped having a vision for the future. I started being stuck in a disgruntled state, angry all the time, mad that other people weren't catching up to where I was, and then thinking that the world owed me something. I thought the world owed me everything, owed me opportunities, owed me happiness. And this is not how it works. But don't you think your awareness of things should put you at an advantage away from the masses who you see as being stuck in the matrix or stuck being asleep. You have the advantage of being able to see. You have a gift. You've been liberated. But instead, you're stuck in the same pattern as those who don't see anything. These people who see beyond the veil, they end up drifting through life, angry at the world and blaming the sleeping masses for allowing the darkness to pervade. But if you yourself aren't doing anything either, then you are also allowing that same darkness to pervade. So, with total inevitable enslavement just around the corner, they just sit back and wait for it. Wait for doomsday, wait for the apocalypse, wait for the world to end. And here's the catch. Those same people who are waiting for doomsday, expecting the apocalypse, knowing that the future is going to be some horrible dystopian nightmare, now they need it to happen to justify their lifetime of inaction, to justify why they haven't done anything constructive with their lives. And that is why waiting for doomsday is the most destructive belief a person can have. So if you're sitting there waiting for everyone to wake up, waiting for everything to get worse, they have you right where they want you because you're not a threat. You're not doing anything. They have won. It's already doomsday for you. A human being can only wake up to himself or herself and what they're capable of doing and who they can help, what they can draw on from their own personal experience, how they can amalgamate their skills and talents and experience into some form of service that helps people and humanity at large. That's how you save the world. That's how you keep the apocalypse from happening in your personal life. And yeah, there's so many people out there who decide not to do things they want to do or could do because, well, it's all going to end anyway. So what's the point? I'm not going to start this new business. I'm not going to try out this new hobby. I'm not going to quit my job that I hate, where I hate everybody I work with and hate my boss and hate this mundane lifestyle. I'm not going to change that up or even think about changing that up because, well, the banks are going to collapse and it's all going to fall apart anyway. But who does that help? Pessimistic stagnation is solitary confinement, a self-made prison of fixed attitudes, habits, and behavior. But the good news is, the prisons we build around ourselves can also be torn down. You're responsible for you. That's it. It's you. It's just you. You don't have to worry about waking up the world. You just have to wake up to yourself and what you're capable of. And stop thinking that we're on some kind of clock. Anything can happen at any moment. You're building something. Do something. Do something constructive. Excel at something. Commit to excellence. Do one thing as well as anyone else in the world can do it. That's how you make the world a better place. By stepping into your power, leaning on your unique individuality and your unique skill set and talents, and applying it towards something constructive and beautiful and helpful to others. That's how we keep doomsday from occurring. And if not you, who? So what is the key to all this? I think it's self-reliance. You learn how to be self-reliant. And I want to clarify, self-reliance doesn't mean you do everything on your own. It means you take your life into your own hands. And I can help you do that. I have a program called the Self-Reliant Way. It started off as a men's coaching program last summer, but I'm now opening it up to women as well. In fact, I'm finally having the official launch for this program coming up soon. If you're interested in working with me and becoming self-reliant and ensuring that doomsday doesn't occur in your personal life, book a call with me, link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. See you next time.